Hello there, everyone, and welcome back to the Asymmetrical Controller Podcast, where today is Deava, Shark, and myself.
Hello,
Hello.
everyone. Hello.
And we have quite a bit to discuss this episode, which this is actually our 10th episode, if you guys can believe that.
Hey,
Oh, AO.
Yeah.
we've made it to 10.
Yeah.
Made
Impressive.
it to the double digits.
The double digits. We made it this far.
Yeah. But yeah, so it seems like we have a lot of things to discuss considering the Outlast trials are out,
Yeah.
or at least the early access out on PC. And Dead by Daylight had its 7th anniversary stream, right? 7th? Am I right on that?
I believe so, yeah. And
I think it was the 8th, wasn't
might
it?
have been the 8th.
It was the 8th.
Oh my goodness, that's...
That
was
was right.
7th.
It's
Oh, yeah.
about to get better.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a year 8.
Oh yeah, going into year 8, that's right.
Overwatch pulled some bullshit too.
Oh,
yeah. Heard about
Yeah,
that.
That's a shark.
But it's so funny because, like, what they taken away from DVD, I don't know, Overwatch is like what they're bringing to DVD.
Yeah. But I was like, do you
Like,
want to
they're
discuss that
bringing another game
Overwatch
mode.
stuff first?
Oh my god, I've been angry about it, but I'm okay about it. Like, apparently in 2019 they discussed and released the PvE trailer that they were gonna do for Overwatch 2. You know, the big PvE shit, the campaign,
Their
the
whole
skill trees.
story.
Basically, what Overwatch 2 is about and getting story stuff. Well,
Oh.
they announced the other day they scrapped it.
Yeah, it's just gone. The whole
They're
reason why
not-
it was a second game doesn't exist anymore. Now it's just
Yeah.
Overwatch glorified.
Now they're bringing back some stuff from Overwatch 1 to Overwatch 2, like the on fire thing. You'll actually be on fire now. Your icon will be. And
Wow.
they're gonna be making story updates like every few months or so, which is
Sure,
it's okay, but also why can't they just get like story campaigns from the 4 years they were working on it?
Yeah, like that just sounds like seasonal events.
Yeah, that's pretty
Yeah.
much what it's gonna be. There's not gonna be any skill trees, there's not gonna be any campaigns or anything like that. They took those away.
Like this, it seems so weird because their whole strategy for 2 was PvE, because they're like, okay, we'll get
That was their selling.
yeah, like they'll get more people playing that, than they would just solely having PvP, but now that's out the window.
Yeah. And for Diablo 4, there's gonna be a battle pass and a shop
Ooh.
for that.
Did
I
any
don't
of
know
the
how that
other
works.
Diablos have battle passes or something like that?
I
I
feel
don't
like every game has a battle pass now. these
That's
days.
nowadays they do, but I know 1 and 2 were on the PlayStation.
Yeah.
They definitely didn't have battle passes or a shop on PlayStation. I didn't really play 3, so I can't really say anything for that, but I don't
Mhm.
believe there was a battle pass.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't know how I feel about the battle pass model overall, because it just,
Yeah.
I don't know. I don't like. There are so many games that have it now that I don't think I buy them anymore for any game that I own.
Yeah. There's a lot of games where like it's either you buy the battle pass and you can earn the battle pass back if you complete it all the way, or there's just a battle pass, you buy it and then you have to buy it every single time.
Yeah, that's the Overwatch one. You have to buy it every single time.
Yeah, and a lot of games are doing that, especially competitive shooter games like Valorant and Overwatch,
Yeah.
and a bunch of them.
Yes, that's just, I don't know, that
And there's some games that do have battle passes that are also just free. At
Yes.
this point,
Mm.
it's just a reward system.
yeah.
I mean,
Yeah, I guess that's part of the reason why I don't like it, is it seems like they, and it's kind of double-edged sword, because they lock so many things behind this essential paywall that's almost perpetual.
mhm.
But then at the same time, the money, at least in theory, should allow them to make cooler, like, cosmetics or
And
Yeah.
not
Emotes,
recolors
stuff like
of
that.
previous stuff.
yeah.
You would think. You would think.
Yeah.
But some games do not.
Yeah, some games just dunk the money right into their pockets and say nothing.
Like with
Yeah.
Overwatch 1, there were weekly events where you could win 9 games, and then you would get like a spray, a skin, and then something else.
Mhm.
Like every other, they would have it in 3-week intervals, so you could win it for 3 different heroes, and you can just play for free. And
Yeah.
you can buy the skins for free for the in-game currency. I think on Overwatch 1, I spent a total of maybe $20 the entire time I had it because everything was free in the game.
Mm-hmm.
But Overwatch 2, I've spent more than $20 from the second month it was out.
Now, do you think
Yeah.
you've spent as
Mainly
much as
because
like?
I do buy the battle pass, but this is the last battle pass I'm buying.
Oh, why is that? Just because of the changes they made?
Yeah,
That's fair.
For
and there's
Riot.
nothing really coming out in the battle pass that I want next time.
Mm.
That's the thing, is even games that doesn't even have battles in it has a battle pass.
Yeah.
Yeah, like
And
I'm
it's
not
just
against
like,
it, but there
yeah.
should be a way to earn more coins for in-game currency than what Overwatch currently provides.
Yeah, that's why I was like, I was somewhat concerned when I saw the changes to the Outlast trials the developers have done. I was like, okay, is there going to be like a battle pass sort of thing they're going to have?
There's
And
not one, is there?
yeah, it doesn't look like it yet. They haven't
Yeah.
they
It
haven't done
might be
one.
at it. Who knows?
Yeah.
I'm still going to be buying that tomorrow, so we can play.
Yeah, I'd be down.
Yeah, I'm already I forget if I think I'm level 7 now. Um but yeah, the game
Okay, so am I going to be confused going into it if I have not played any of the Outlast trials?
no, cuz
No.
this is a prequel.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
But then also the Alice Trials they do a tutorial in the beginning that they throw you into. You can choose to skip it if you want to, because like I already played through it during the closed beta, so I just skipped through it.
Figure it out as I go along.
Yeah. However, the one thing I did find interesting is there are a lot of abilities that were basic in the closed beta that are now locked behind skill points in the early access version. Like for example, like Deava, do you remember like us sliding around a lot?
Yeah.
Sliding is
fun.
now a perk you have to unlock.
Oh, I'm unlocking it though because it was
Yeah.
so good.
Uh,
I mean, at least there's something to work towards.
yeah. There's more stuff to work towards, which I kind of like. There's also, but it is some of the things are weird because like one of the abilities that is now locked behind a skill point is the ability to, if your friend is like being attacked by someone, you can kick them off, like the enemy off of your teammate.
Oh,
And
cool.
that seems like something that should be a basic thing, but I don't know. Because it's just, I remember, I didn't know it was locked behind any skills initially. And
No,
so
I
when I
don't
went
think
into
it
my
was.
first match, it was like, someone was being attacked, and I'm like, oh, let me go over help. And I just stood there like plank, just being like, okay,
Yeah.
what do I do?
Hello. I sit here.
I sit here while you suffer.
Yeah. Yeah. I think that would I think it's a good thing and a bad thing. Bad thing, it's you would think it'd be a general all thing, but I think it'll at least diverse builds that people can have.
Yeah.
If you think about it.
I
So,
will say, they definitely turned up the difficulty.
that's okay. So at least it's more terrifying.
Yeah, because, like, and they've done it differently where you don't select a difficulty, you select a version of the stage, and there are 2 versions that you unlock of every trial. That's like the more difficult versions of the base one.
Okay.
And I did the medium difficulty one, and I was like, okay, this is pretty difficult to get through, but at least with 4 people, hunky dory, we're fine.
Yeah.
I attempted recently, just tonight, trying to do the most difficult for the police station. And within a minute, I think 2 or 3 enemies had spawned from the elevators,
Oh.
and 2 of my teammates left, and there's me and one other guy, and we just got destroyed.
Damn.
Like, there's nothing we could do. Because, like...
Is it bad that I'm kind of hoping for it to be hard?
I mean, it's
Yeah.
definitely a good thing, because I'm hoping that means, okay, more experience, and, like...
Yeah, you gotta grind it out
Yeah.
to get better, yeah.
But it's just... Oh my gosh. Like, it's just... I remember... And they've added new enemy types, which I still need to get used to.
Okay.
But there is one enemy that always proves to be a pain for me. Because there's a character that just... He doesn't attack you directly.
Okay.
He's just wearing these speakers on his head. And occasionally, like, loud noises will just come out of his head. And he'll just, like, sort of, like, run after you and, like, stun you.
Huh.
And so what ended up happening was that guy went off, and I was stunned, and then the really tall, naked guy that can chase you from time to time,
Mhm.
he just came up right next to me and punched me twice, and I was dead. And I'm like, okay.
Damn, that's tough.
Yeah, it's like, what am I supposed to do here?
Guess just get good. No, I'm kidding.
Either get good or get good teammates.
Ooh. It's never you, it's always the teammates.
Yeah. I will
Every
say,
time.
there's definitely going to be eventually a competitive scene with that game in terms of people just going in single player on the most difficult maps and trying to speedrun it.
At least you can't be speedrun like that. At least it adds a challenge.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Like... But yeah, you guys will experience it soon. The mayhem.
Yeah.
But yeah, do you guys want to... Speaking of mayhem, talk about the... Fully into the Dead by Daylight shenanigans with Nicolas Cage and all that jazz?
Get caged.
Yeah.
I cannot wait. Like, I think I woke up and I got a Twitter notification about the new Survivor. I clicked on it and I heard his voice in the thing. I know this voice. And then he appeared on the screen. I thought I was still asleep. I thought this was a joke. I seriously thought it was a joke.
What's going on?
No, I'm super excited. I love Nick Cage. So I'm definitely going to be
random,
It's going to be my
I
name.
do love it.
Yeah.
It's so random. It's kind of funny, though.
What would be really cool with Nick Cage, since he has played horror, like Ghost Rider, you know?
Yeah.
They
His
could bring
killer
him...
version?
Like, make him like the first survivor to be able to switch from being a survivor or having him as Ghost Rider.
Oh my gosh.
But you'd have to also get the rights from Marvel.
Yeah.
That's true, but that would be really cool if they could do that.
It would be cool.
I just...
Like, you can
Cage is
play him
funny
as a
enough.
survivor, but then if you want to like switch to the Ghost Rider skin, you queue up as a killer instead of a survivor.
Imagine if they did something where they could allow you to transform yourself into John Travolta just to have a face-off reference.
Pretty wild.
Yeah.
But they're also bringing in Slipknot and Iron Maiden.
The bands?
The band?
Yeah, the band. Slipknot and Iron Maiden, the bands.
What the...
They're bringing it in for something.
Dead by
I think
Daylight's
some
getting
skins.
too wild. Everything's changing, but it's not bad. It's all just weird and like good.
Yeah.
But those are going to be some of the crossover collab events that they're going to have. Iron Maiden and Slipknot.
I really thought Dead by Daylight was like dead, you know? But I
Well,
guess
but here's the
still
thing.
there.
I then question this, because none of these are really horror IPs.
Yeah,
So I'm
true.
wondering, have they just hit a brick wall with horror IPs that they can get, and they're like, we promised the community to like license things. What do? I know, Nick Cage and rock bands.
There we go.
That'll hold them all for a
They're
year.
They're just like, all right, what? Who likes horror the most? Emo people.
And like,
right.
I don't know if you know the game called Naughty Bear.
I think
Yes.
Guess who's coming to DVD?
No.
so. Well, there be so much weird stuff happening.
Is Naughty
He's
Bear going to be a
skin, though.
character?
He's a skin. He's a
Oh.
skin for the Trapper.
Oh.
But yeah, he's coming. He's gonna be a skin for the Trapper, and his skin looks so beautiful.
I want Naughty Bear to just be his own killer.
Everyone does.
I'll see him knock the stuffing out of it.
Everyone's just like, come on.
Dead by Daylight's getting so wild.
That's the skin.
Oh, that's oh my gosh.
It's so weird. The Trapper just coming around.
I mean, I would probably want to give that Trapper a hug. Let's be honest.
Oof. I think I'd be more terrified of the teddy bear than the Trapper. I'm being honest.
I wasn't lying.
Oh my god, yeah, that's definitely gonna be cosmetics entirely.
Yeah, those are cosmetic.
Maybe some music changes you could have.
Skin.
See, that'd be great if they added custom music.
Yeah, where you could add in like the music you choose.
Yeah.
That would be cool.
But
Dead by Daylight's definitely taking a turn, and it's not terrible because Dead by Daylight's like updates have been pretty rough and just keep going downhill. But now they're adding new features like the disconnection bot and even the face camping thing, which is really gonna, I think, might help revive the game a bit, or at least have people check it out again.
I know I want to install it again, but mainly
well,
for
besides
Nicolas Cage.
Nicolas Cage. Yeah. People are like, Nicolas Cage, I love National Treasure.
I swear, one of his perks better be something about the Declaration of Independence.
Well, that's the thing. I love how I think I saw on Reddit or something when or Twitter, one of them, a bunch of killer mains were already complaining that Nicolas Cage is entering because they're like, just because he's a survivor, he's gonna be broken. Like, just thinking that he's gonna be extremely OP.
You know, he's gonna be memed.
Oh, he totally is. Yeah.
People are just gonna buy him for the skin.
Yeah.
Dude, imagine he's working there for behavior and you're like, alright, we got Nick Cage, guys. We gotta go do some voice acting and shit.
I'm not sure, but I wanna say that was actually his voice in the trailer. That was actually Nick Cage voicing himself.
I'm sure it is.
Yeah.
They have to get permission to add him. Since he is his own icon.
Wait, looking at this roadmap, this is weird. There are 2 of the tomes that are coming out this year have a new survivor attached to them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Have they done that before?
I don't know.
I don't know.
I wonder if they just got a bunch of random money or something, because like all of these are just all of a sudden and like pretty rapid.
There's also some speculation that they're teasing Stranger Things.
Again.
Oh my gosh.
For showing off the disconnecting bots, they showed Nancy and Steve as the bots for an example. And from what I know is they don't really show them in any of the showcasing since they were deleted.
It's typically a Dwight or something, you know?
Yeah, Dwight or Claudette, but they showed Nancy and Steve in it. So I don't know if that's like a small little subtle tease that they're coming back. Yeah. As far as I know, they're having an original chapter coming out, then Nicolas Cage, and they're going to have a licensed chapter.
Do you know what I would not be surprised about if they end up doing this? I'd not be surprised if they like bring back the Stranger Things characters. But then the way they sort of do it is by announcing like announcing a renewed like partnership with Netflix, and part of the renewal is having Jenna Ortega's Wednesday come in the game as a survivor.
That would be interesting.
Yeah, because like I imagine there are plenty of people that are nowadays wanting her version of Wednesday to end up in whatever project they're doing.
Yeah, it'll be interesting. I hope they bring back the map, though.
Which map? Oh, the facility? The Hawkins?
I just started to like the map and actually know where everything was on the map when they took it away.
Yeah.
They'll rip the loops. They're probably going to remove them and fix them. Damn, that's tough. No free XP. No free blood points.
I don't know. It'll be interesting to see where they go. Because it's like, this does look like a lot more content than they usually put out.
Yeah, and the new features they're adding is like really promising. the game might honestly it might revive for all we know.
Yeah.
You know, its numbers have been dwindling over the years, as player bases usually do. And, you know, DVD's record for updates has not been that great at all.
With a lot of those perks and stuff going through.
Yeah, but honestly, the new features, especially with face camping, no one
They're
can
also
name
bringing in a
Bubba.
search bar.
Yeah,
like a
that's
search bar for the perks.
Yeah, that's nice. You know, you think would have added that like years ago.
Yeah. And I think they
know,
have like an automatic blood web now.
oh, that would be cool.
Yeah.
I think they have it now. Sure.
Yeah, because looking at DBD's numbers, they have made, at least player count wise, they've made no growth in the last year. Like, they have not been able to recover at all. Like, they've been steady at about 30,000 players, which is still good, but, you know.
Yeah.
Not anywhere
What would
near
really
their
help them
heyday of,
out
like, 100,000.
Is if they were to have like a small little event where you could get the mobile items on the real game. Because some of the mobile items, skins, the cosmetics, and even the Moris are completely different than the Steam.
Oh, yeah, I still remember.
Yeah, they tried to really make the mobile game unique. The issue is no one plays it.
Yeah, I feel like the mobile game is only really popular in some Asian Pacific countries.
Yeah.
I played it a few times, and it is one of the games that I will not be able to play on mobile. I need a controller to play on mobile.
Yeah.
Yeah,
I think the DVD changes are going to be for the better, especially with face camping thing. Like, Bubba, he won't really exist anymore.
Yeah, I feel like people will probably... Assuming that anti-camping thing works, I think people will start playing him less and less.
Yeah. Then maybe they can... the license will be revoked and it'll be okay. So people will be like, that's fine. Once the Chainsaw Massacre game comes out.
There was speculation that he was actually going to be leaving the game really soon, like a few months ago.
Yeah. So I guess this is one way to help.
Yeah, because
using him.
Because what is it? The Texas Chainsaw Massacre game is on its way, at least soon.
Yeah.
So if they're worried that DBD could like hold them back in any way, they might ask them to pull them.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't think it'd be that bad. They have enough survivors. I mean, enough killers at this point where it doesn't make a big deal.
Yeah.
I don't know if he even has that many skins, if any.
Well,
he really doesn't.
His skins got, well, at least some of his skins got gutted recently, or not recently, probably a year ago at this point.
The face skin?
Yeah, for perceived racism.
Oh, yeah, blackface.
Yeah.
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 I didn't even know those were a thing until because I never played Bubba. I didn't know those skins were a thing until...
Yeah, it was the Claudette face.
Yeah.
I don't think I ever saw anyone wearing any of them.
I think I did once. That was about it.
But yeah, it's like... But it's amazing that it took all these years for them to be like, maybe this isn't okay.
Yeah. No, like, they're a little slow, you know?
Yeah.
More news about asymmetrical horror is last year, which is one of the first asymmetrical horror games to actually come out, is being relaunched. Apparently, they've added more.
Wait, is that being relaunched by the devs, or is that the one by the community?
By the studio, yeah.
Oh, okay. And which one is this, last year?
Yeah, it was the one that kind of fell off because it was never really finished up, and then people didn't really play it anymore. It's one of the first asymmetrical horrors.
Oh, yeah.
But it's being relaunched, and it's probably, I think it's free to play as well, so.
Wait, what is it again?
Last year.
Last year.
Let's see.
So I think it'll be an interesting game.
Oh, that game!
Yeah.
I remember that.
Oh yeah, it's free. It's free to play right now.
Yeah.
You want that in my inventory?
Yeah, free.
I mean, that might be worth getting into.
For horror is the Five Nights at Freddy's movie coming out.
I'm so excited.
Oh,
for
that trailer! That trailer made me both excited and worried at the same time.
They need to change the eyes. That's my only thing.
A lot of people have been very controversial about the eyes, with making it the soulless child eyes. I can see both sides. There is a reason why the eyes are red with all lore standing.
Yeah.
But the soulless ones are a lot more creepy.
Mm-hmm.
So, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's my thing. I don't feel the creepy vibe with red eyes. I feel it with
Also, apparently they're
white
gonna
dot.
start working on a second movie.
Already?
Yeah.
I mean, it took
For
them like
Five
what,
Nights at Freddy's?
7 years to make this one?
Yeah, there was a lot of hiccups and a lot of new directors and new yeah, there was a lot of new things that changed, but they got Matthew in there and Shaggy's gonna be doing it now. So
Don't forget Josh Hutcherson.
yeah, 'cause
Yeah,
he
yeah.
played, like,
I was surprised to see
Keto,
him
or
there.
Future Man.
yeah, I saw him like, wait a minute, it's been a while. That's kind of cool though.
Yeah, but I told my friends, it's like, Matthew Lillard is the reason I'm seeing that film.
Yeah,
Above
no,
everything
same.
else.
I'm like, go Shaggy, go.
Because
I found out the location of where they had the pizzeria, like in Louisiana. I knew the location.
Oh,
It was
okay.
maybe 5 hours away from me. And I wanted to do it for the meme since I'm a security guard. I wanted to drive down there in my uniform and take a picture. That would have been great.
So good.
Oh my gosh.
I don't have a car, so
Yeah, a lot of people want this building to be turned into a real pizzeria. And then some people were like, they should just let it rot for a couple of years. I'm like, well, if they do that, I don't think they can really use it because there's probably stipulations about mold and all of that for production.
just a little bit.
Yeah.
So it might not be safe to do that, but
Yeah.
But the trailer looks amazing for it.
Really does, yeah.
Yeah, it's
I cannot
just
wait.
Very short.
A lot of it, yeah, it's really short. But a lot of it looks practical effects. At least so far. But it'll be interesting to see, like, just if you see the animatronics like running, how that'll look.
Yeah.
Since they have actual animatronics there, I saw some behind the pictures.
Yeah, they do. It's not like AI or anything. I mean, not AI. Fucking
CGI.
CGI. Yeah, so many eyes. These days, CGI, AI, they're all around.
Yeah.
But no, they're doing practical effects with the making them puppets.
Yeah.
Yeah, which I really enjoy because if they had gone fully CGI route, I'd be more worried.
Yeah.
I can't wait to see the Bite of 87.
You about to say, is that kid that was like hiding in the balls? Was that supposed to be, the kid who was the Bite of 87?
I don't think. So.
I don't remember. There was the Bite of 87 and the Bite of 83, and then there's a lot of lore. I know the movie's going to cover the first three games.
Okay, I did not know that.
Yeah.
That's a decent chunk.
That is a decent chunk. Also, it's only going to be like an hour and a half, so that's going to be an interesting time thing,
I mean, with a movie, they can cut out a lot of the game mechanics because they don't need that. They can cut out a lot of the days because they don't really need that in the movie.
Yeah.
So if they just
have one night, who's gonna really come back realistically? Let's be honest here.
Well, and also the other thing is, it's like just with it being an hour and a half, it's like I can easily see them like adding things in the background or having like
lots of Easter eggs.
Yeah, lots of Easter eggs on like TV screens and whatnot. That guarantee you there's gonna be dozens of YouTube videos being like, "Oh, this screen explains this part of the lore, or this is a reference to this," and
There's gonna be so many conspiracy theories. I can't wait.
Yeah.
And speaking of Five Nights at Freddy's, there's also a new DLC coming out
for Five Nights at Freddy's.
For Security Breach, there's a new DLC. Yeah, it was announced. I think Friday.
I haven't heard about this one.
Security Breach Ruined.
Is it like? Do you know what it is exactly?
It's a little small trailer that they showed, so I don't really know what. But here, I'll post it in the thing for you guys.
Huh.
Interesting.
It sounds like little Gregory's there, and you have to kind of like rescue him.
Huh.
But you're playing as, I think, some girl named Cassie.
Oh, it's a brand new character. Okay. Huh.
But it has Roxy in there. It has Chica in there. They look really messed up. At least in the little trailer.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, interesting.
And it looks like you get to fight back against Monty.
Well, it'll be interesting to see how that turns out.
Yeah, because it could, because like, I know initially when Security Breach came out, it did seem like there was a lot of bugs with it.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
there was a lot of bugs.
So I'm
roughed up.
Yeah, I'm just hoping that with this DLC, that they don't run into that problem again.
And a lot of empty areas too.
I'm sure they've worked on it more since the game's been out. They've been like knowing at least some things that could be wrong.
Mm-hmm.
Or could potentially happen. So
yeah. Yeah, at least it looks like, like all the characters are still damaged from what you did to them in the base
game.
Yeah.
Destroyed their lives.
I barely remember the story from that game.
Yeah, it was a weird one, but when are they not?
True. The lore is so long and complicated. Poor MatPat is gonna have to do 15 more videos on it just to catch up. And then he's gonna do about the movie, and then what that potentially means, and yeah, it's gonna be a lot of theories here.
A lot of game.
Cool if they have
a lot of game movie theories
in the movie.
Yeah.
And like even just like a little voice or a person in the background, just have him and Mark in the movie.
Yeah.
Like even a second.
Of course, my question with all this then is, when the Five Nights at Freddy's movie comes out, well, you're already saying there's going to be a sequel. It's like, how are they going to tee up the sequel?
I'm sure they have some kind of like layout plan, and then add stuff in.
Yeah.
You said that the movie's going to cover the first 3, right?
Yeah.
And I'm guessing the sequel's going to be Sister Location.
Probably, yeah.
Maybe.
There was the 4th game.
Yeah, was the 4th game the one where you're a child in the house?
Yeah, in the house. But that may be more background information than anything, because that was mostly just a lore game.
Yeah.
Like, it was Five Nights at Freddy's, but it was more based on the lore and all that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, with all the cutscenes that were added and all that hidden stuff that you could do.
Yeah. I don't know. They could go a lot of directions. But
yep.
Yeah.
It's definitely interesting.
Yeah. Listen, I'm just amazed that Five Nights at Freddy's is still here.
Yeah.
Still making new stuff all these years.
Over 10 years.
Yeah.
Like, I was alive, but I was so young. It's like in 6th grade when it came out. I was in middle school.
Yeah.
Now I'm an adult in college.
Look at you.
Like how the times have changed.
Yeah.
Work in the morning.
Well, that's the thing that like scares me when people bring up like Marvel movies or something. They're like, Iron Man came out this many years ago. I'm like, no, I'm old. Stop.
Yeah.
Stop.
Oh yeah, Pirates of the Caribbean. I'm like, I love that movie, but it's old.
Yeah. It still holds up surprisingly, but it's old.
And when I talk about like movies like that are old, they also can be considered like controversial, like White Girls and like
oh my gosh, White Girls
and all that. Like,
you guys are saying that, but you want to know why I feel old?
Why?
I saw Toy Story in theaters.
Damn, I mean, I don't even think I was alive at that point.
When it first released, I saw it in theater.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that film.
Lion King on the VCR and Star Wars, but that was about it.
Yeah, when Toy Story came out, I was not even a thought in my parents' minds.
I actually saw one of the no, not the original. I forgot which Star Wars I saw in theater, but I think it was before 1, 2, and 3. But yeah.
Well, like, you mean like this year or like recently?
No, like when I was a little kid.
Oh, okay. It might be one of the
remember which one it
anniversary
was.
ones. Because I know they just
Yeah.
recently did the 40th anniversary of Return of the Jedi.
I don't remember, but yeah. I have a movie stub ticket from that, though.
Yeah. Yeah, that's the thing. It's like, it's so weird how and I don't know whether it's just because, like, I have odd taste or something, but there are a lot of movies that I'm going back to being like, oh, that was a great movie. Oh, this is great. Oh, this is, yeah, I'll get this and that. And then I'll see, like, Fathom events being like, the 35th anniversary of this film. I'm like, oh, yeah, that is an old film.
Oh, yeah. It's like, oh, yeah.
Yeah.
A lot of exciting news that's happening in horror.
Yeah, and
That's
hopefully, you know, at some point, if we wish on a blue moon, we'll get some Killer Clowns information.
Yeah. Hopefully.
I just looked a little bit ago, and they still have nothing.
Yeah, it's I check on it probably like once every 2 weeks, and I'm always sad because there's just nothing. But I understand. All right, we guys want to wrap it up there?
Yeah, let's go with me.
Yeah.
Alrighty. Well, thank you guys for listening to us rambling about all things horror this week. We will see you guys in the next episode.
Yeah.
Adios.
See you around.
Bye.